Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jacob. Today I decided it'd be fun to give my Grammys predictions and kind of explain to you who I want to win, who I think will take the trophy. I thought this would be a fun video because it was requested several times over on Patreon, and I was going to do a reaction to the nominations when they came out, but I accidentally opened Twitter on the day that they announced the nominations, which was a mistake. So I did see who was all nominated. I haven't looked at the list since they announced the nominations, so maybe my opinions will have changed since I originally saw it, but here we go. Going into this, if you've watched my channel before, you know I already have a bias towards a certain artist, so you'll see how that affects sort of who I want to win versus who I think will win. Record of the year, we have Now and Then, The Beatles, Texas Hold'em, Beyonce, Espresso, Sabrina Carpenter, 360, Charlie XCX, Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish, Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar, Good Luck Babe, Chappell Roan, and Fortnite, Taylor Swift. Okay, here's the thing about Record of the Year. A few of these songs are not Record of the Year, and I'll go ahead and tell you which ones I think are not Record of the Year. I don't think it is Now and Then by the Beatles. I mean, who does think that? I don't think it is Texas Hold'em, to be honest. It had its moment when it came out, and I really liked the song, but not Record of the Year. 360, Charlie XCX, not Record of the Year. It's a really good and fun song, but when you think of the songs that represented the year, this does not come to mind. And Fortnite is not Record of the Year. I, personally, my choice is Fortnite. I love that song. It was my Record of the Year. However, I'm not sure that it was anybody else's. I love that song with every fiber of my being, and I see so many people online hating on it, calling it boring, why did she pick that as the lead single, etc. I don't necessarily think it should have been the lead single, or I think there should have been other single choices, but it's an incredible song, and if you don't like it, then you need to listen again. Okay, I do think Record of the Year is between Espresso, Birds of a Feather, and Not Like Us. I think Not Like Us is being underestimated in this category because it was a huge moment. And I think a lot of times people think in the context of their algorithm, but you have to think bigger with the Grammys. Okay, there are so many other people that are involved, not just your stan base. So if you're a fan of Billie, you think Birds of a Feather was the Record of the Year, and it kind of was. However, Kendrick Lamar had arguably a bigger song with Not Like Us. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. I think it's going to be between Espresso and Not Like Us, to be honest. I do think Birds of a Feather is an excellent song, though. It's my favorite from that album. So I'm rooting for either of them. I like both the songs. I think it'd be cool to see Sabrina win. However, Kendrick deserves. Let's go to Album of the Year. Okay, New Blue Sun, Andre 3000. Cowboy Carter, Beyonce. Short and Sweet, Sabrina Carpenter. Brat, Charlie XCX. Jesse Volume 3, Jacob Collier. Hit Me Hard and Soft, Billie Eilish. The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess, Chappell Roan, and the Tortured Poets Department, Taylor Swift. Okay, this is tricky. Immediately off the bat, it is not going to be New Blue Sun or Jesse Volume 3 or Volume 4, whatever. Seriously, how did these albums get nominated? They always like to give a nod to, like, I guess, industry experts or, like, people who've been in the industry for a long time and just don't get recognized. However, these were not albums of the year. That's just my opinion. I don't think that's going to ruffle any feathers. Okay, this is so hard because actually a lot of these albums were the album of the year. I'm already going to say I don't think Cowboy Carter is album of the year. I do love this album so much. And I'm probably one of the few that actually listened to it beyond release week. Like, I feel like a lot of people stopped listening to it right after it came out. But I listened to it for a few weeks after. I think it's tricky. Tortured Poets Department is my album of the year. Would I like to see Tortured Poets win album of the year here? Absolutely. I genuinely think it is the best album that came out this year. I listen to it every single day still. So I know that I'm biased. Okay. However, people who say that it's not good or it's not her best, or like people who have negative things to say about the album are just Taylor Swift haters, to be honest. Like, it is an incredible album. There are so many excellent songs, and I feel like a lot of people's biggest criticism of the album is that it's too long. Maybe she could have cut out some songs. However, this album was for the fans, but I think if you think there are too many songs, you're not listening. And it is my pick for album of the year. However, I don't think it's going to win. I think it's going to go between. God, it's so hard. I don't think Sabrina will win this. I think it's between Billie Eilish and Charlie XCX. It's really hard with Brat because everybody online loves Brat and thinks Brat was the biggest thing since sliced bread, the biggest album known to mankind. And that's just not the case when you talk to people in real life. You talk to somebody who's like not super involved in internet culture or pop culture, they have no idea what Brat is. And I'm speaking from experience. Like, I thought the album was really great. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not the kind of music that I listen to. However, I did think the songwriting was really good. And there were so many highlight tracks. However, I work with high schoolers. I'm a teacher, and we talk about music a lot, or they do a lot of assignments based on music. Not a single student out of almost 200 students of mine have said or written or done anything regarding Brat. And that's just because, I mean, I'm not saying high schoolers know what's going on or what's cool or what isn't, or know what a good album is, but they're like the general population. You know what I mean? Seen Billie Eilish, I've seen Chappell Roan, I've seen Taylor Swift, I've seen Sabrina Carpenter, even Beyonce, but Charlie XCX hasn't been seen from a majority or all of the youth. And I do think it's just like this monoculture online. And a lot of people are blinded by that. Like, does good marketing make a good album? Not necessarily. However, I do think it's a good album. I don't know. I don't know that album of the year is the appropriate title for it. I would say, oh God, Hit Me Hard and Soft, or I honestly feel like they're going to give it to Chappell, to be honest. The Rise and Fall, even though I think that album came out in 2023, which is kind of crazy. Billie Eilish, this is her best album, and she's won Album of the Year before, so I can see it going to her. However, I want it to go to TTPD. Okay, let's go to Song of the Year. We have a bar song, Tipsy, Birds of a Feather, Die with a Smile, Fortnite, Good Luck Babe, Not Like Us, Please, 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 and Texas Hold'em. Okay, Song of the Year is for songwriting. And I do think a bar song, Tipsy, is massive. And I think a lot of people are also underestimating that song because, again, as far as the general public goes, like, everyone loves that song. I think the winner of this will be, even though it's on songwriting, I could picture it going to Please, 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 to be honest. Please, Please, no. Die with a Smile is in this category. It's going to go to Die with a Smile, 100%. However, I would like to see it go to Fortnite or Please, Please, Please. I think they're my favorite tracks from this list. Birds of a Feather as well. I could see Birds of a Feather winning this. Gosh, there's so many tough picks here. Let's go to Best New Artist. Benson Boone, Sabrina Carpenter, Doechii, Khruangbin, Ray, Chappell Roan, Shaboozey, Teddy Swims. This is also incredibly tricky. I think it's going to go to Sabrina or Chappell. However, I'm not downplaying Teddy, Shaboozey, or Doechii. I think they all had like really massive years. I don't think it's gonna go to Benson or Khruangbin or Ray, unfortunately. I think it's between Sabrina and Chappell on this one. And I'm rooting for both. I think both deserve it. Chappell had a massive breakout year, and so that's why I think she deserves it more. Sabrina, I think she should have been recognized for Emails I Can't Send, but that's why this year, although it was her breakout year, like huge mainstream success this year, I think Best New Artist feels a little uncalled for at this point in her career. It was just her biggest year. It wasn't her breakout year. Moving on, Best Pop Solo Performance. We have Bodyguard, Espresso, Apple, Birds of a Feather, and Good Luck Babe. This is going to go to Birds of a Feather or Espresso. I think Birds of a Feather. Although I would like to see Espresso win something because it was the song of the year. Like it really was. Birds of a Feather is like so close. I think Birds of a Feather deserves. I also love Good Luck Babe, but I don't think it's going to win compared to those two. Then we have Best Pop Duo Group Performance, Us, Gracie Abrams featuring Taylor Swift, Levi's Jeans, Guess, The Boy Is Mine, Die With a Smile. This is tricky because I love Us, Levi's Jeans, and Die With a Smile. I do think Die With a Smile is going to win. However, I would like to see it go to Us. And I love Levi's Jeans, so if it goes to that one, I would also be okay, but I don't think it's going to. Best Pop Vocal Album, Short and Sweet, Hit Me Hard and Soft, Eternal Sunshine, Rise and Fall, and Tortured Poets. You guys already know what my pick is. Tortured Poets. A lot of people are like, how is this nominated for Best Pop Vocal Album? She doesn't sing as good as all these other singers. That's not what Best Pop Vocal Album is. It's just if it has singing on a track. Look it up. And Tortured Poets is my favorite album from the list, so I'm going to pick Tortured. However, I think this will go to... this is probably the hardest one to pick from. It could go to any single one of them. I would like to see Ariana get something, but I think it's going to go between Billie and Chapel. The new girls, Sabrina, Billie, and Chapel. Those are who I think are going to win. I honestly think they're going to pick Billie. I think Sabrina or Chapel deserve, though. Best Pop Dance Recording, Make You Mine, Madison Beer, Von Dutch, Mort de ma Vie, Yes and Got Me Started. Okay, I think Charlie XCX will win this one. Best Dance Electronic Album, it's going to Brat 100%. I don't even need to read the rest. Best R&B Performance, Guidance, Jhené Aiko, Residuals, Chris Brown, Here We Go, Coco Jones, Made For Me, Saturn, SZA. I'm going Saturn. Best Rap Performance is going to Kendrick. Best Rap Song, I do think it's going to go to Kendrick's Not Like Us as well. Best Music Video, Taylor Swift, A$AP Rocky, 360, Charlie XCX, Houdini, Eminem, Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar, Fortnite, Taylor Swift. I actually think this is going to go between Not Like Us and Fortnite. Hoping for Fortnite. All right, everyone, those are my predictions for Grammy nominations and who will take home the trophy. These actually are really hard to see who will be awarded. I think Billie is what makes this so hard because I think in any other year it would have went easily to Sabrina or Chapel in most of these categories, but Billie, Grammys love Billie, and this album was excellent of hers, so I think she's kind of throwing a wrench in Chapel and Sabrina's sort of huge breakout years. It's just my opinion, so don't get too hurt by it. I would have actually liked to see some CXOXO in here. I think she deserved at least a nomination for I Love It. Might be controversial to say. Everything else feels appropriate, honestly. I don't really feel like there's anything missing except for, what's that song by Ariana Grande? I do think she was snubbed big time. I've seen a lot of people saying she was snubbed, and I actually agree. I do think she was, and I'm not even the biggest Ariana Grande fan. I do think she should have gotten a Best Music Video nomination. I think she should have, I don't think Album of the Year, but I do think a lot of those Record of the Year and Song of the Year, she should have gotten nominations for. Wait for Your Love. What's that song called? You know what song I'm talking about. Okay, you guys, hopefully this was somewhat entertaining. I will see you on the Grammys night. I will be doing a reaction, surely, to the performances and awards. And fingers crossed that Taylor Swift wins her 5th Album of the Year. Okay, see you in the next video. Peace out.